Okay, breaking news. I'm here trying to figure out, anything I can about the Anthony Joshua, the heavyweight situation with Dillian White, Dillian the Body Snatcher White, Tyson Gypsy King Fury, that whole triangle. And Michael Benson just dropped on us the latest breaking news. Okay, so this came from Michael Benson. So Canelo Alvarez has 2 deals offered to him. And I want to know what you guys think about this. Al Heyman, PBC, has offered a deal to Canelo Alvarez to take on Charlo. That's right, breaking news. Canelo Alvarez, he got a deal on the table. Charlo. I guess what Eddie Reynoso was saying about negotiations not going on. Remember that tweet? I guess negotiations were going on. Al Heyman offers Charlo to Canelo Alvarez, but here's the thing. There has been a second offer. Eddie Hearn. He's offered Canelo Alvarez a 2-fight deal. Dimitri Bivol and Triple G. Canelo Alvarez has the opportunity to either take the Al Heyman deal, Charlo, or a 2-fight deal, a package to take on Bivol and Triple G. I'm expecting him to take on Bivol first, then Triple G. I know Triple G, he's trying to unify with Murata. I'm not sure what's going on there. Please jump in the comments. Let me know how you all think. I'm just going to give you a little bit, some food for thought here. 1, this weekend we have Makabu. That's right. Canelo Alvarez. Remember Team Alvarez, Eddie Reynoso at the WBC convention wanting to be allowed to have Canelo Alvarez take on the cruiserweight WBC champion, Alunga Makabu. Well, Makabu this weekend, he fights Machunu, okay? I'm suspecting whatever decision Canelo Alvarez makes is going to be after that fight. It looks like fighting Makabu is a little bit less likely now, all right? There's offers on the table now. We know how busy Canelo Alvarez likes to be, and he definitely likes that date in May. Good. I think Makabu was actually preparing for a Canelo Alvarez. You know, Machunu is a smaller cruiserweight, though he fought him before, KO'd him before. It looks like he was kind of preparing for a smaller fighter. That's all speculation. What would you do? What do I think Canelo Alvarez should do? Out of the 2 deals, I really like Canelo Alvarez versus Bivol and then Triple G. We know that there's a huge thing with Triple G. The first fight, there was a robbery, a draw. We all think, right? We all feel that Triple G deserved the nod that fight. The second fight, before that fight, you have the Computerall thing. So there are asterisks next to Triple G. We know Triple G is getting older, long in the tooth. But Triple G, he looked fantastic his last fight. Against Sergey Derevchenko, not so much, all right? Triple G, he is getting long in the tooth. How much of a win over Triple G, how far would that go with Canelo Alvarez? I'll tell you something. Tyson Gypsy King Fury versus Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder has lit a new match under trilogies. Estrada versus Gonzalez. That third fight fell through. Now replaced by Julio Cesar Martinez versus Gonzalez. We really wanted that third fight, right? We wanted the trilogy thing. Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G trilogy. Maybe there could be a knockout this time. Exciting stuff. But what trumps that is Canelo Alvarez going up to light heavyweight against Dimitri Bivol, the one guy who I really feel has a significant chance to beat Canelo Alvarez unless he goes up to cruiserweight against Makabu. Like I told you guys before, I'm going to stay consistent here. I think Alunga Makabu would sleep Canelo Alvarez. Either way, I am extremely excited about that 2-fight deal. I'm also excited about Charlo. You can't help it. My favorite middleweight. Everybody's been looking forward to that fight for a very long time. Now an offer is on the table. Very hard to pass that up. I'll tell you this, when it comes to the boxing fan and ducking, when you start throwing duck around, I think when you look at the 2 offers, if Canelo Alvarez chooses Charlo, there's going to be those who say, he's ducking that work with Bivol, or he's ducking that third fight with Triple G, can never beat him. If he chooses the Bivol Triple G package, you're going to have people saying, yeah, he always ducked that smoke with Charlo. Look, I think when it comes to the boxing fan, Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G is probably the biggest fight. The funny thing is, we saw that twice already. Charlo is second. Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez. With the Bivol Triple G fight, he's tied to a 2-fight deal. You also have to consider this. Going up to light heavyweight and then coming back down, he probably had to fight Triple G in a super middleweight, not at middleweight. That'd be too much fluctuation for Canelo Alvarez. Fighting Charlo, he did have a tweet saying that he is the biggest super middleweight. I think he'll fight at 168 anyway. In conclusion, let me end this. Canelo Alvarez versus Charlo at super middleweight would make sense, especially if it's a 1-fight deal. After that, he can go on and fight somebody like David Benavidez, or he can move up. Very smart decision. I would love to know what you all think in the comments below. Something about that Bivol Triple G very much intrigues me, though. Either way, I'll be extremely happy. Showbiz the dope. There's a lot to think about. Don't forget, like I said, Bivol versus Muchuno, they have their fight this weekend. There is a lot to think about. There's a lot to be excited about. Either way, Canelo Alvarez, he got a steep hill with any of those fights. I knew whatever Canelo Alvarez does next is going to be a huge threat. Bivol, huge threat. Triple G, no one feels that he really got through Triple G clean anyway, but now he's long in the tooth. Charlo, resume, who has he fought? What type of experience does he have to call himself being able to take on Canelo Alvarez? Who is the real threat? Charlo, is he a real threat? Is he more of a threat than the experienced Triple G? Maybe, maybe not. We all know how even of a match Canelo Alvarez and Triple G is. But Bivol, he may be the steepest hill out of all of them. I'm out.